The Iona Cardi wrap vest is such a versatile all-season layering piece. It is figure flattering, offers modest coverage, and drapes beautifully over any outfit. This wrap is constructed in 3 pieces. Begin crocheting the shaped back from the top down, and each draped front is crocheted seamlessly from the back shoulders. Corset ties with fringe allow you to adjust the armhole openings by seasons depending on the thickness of your under layers. You will need 1,050 yards of number 4 worsted weight yarn, an H8 or 5mm crochet hook, yarn needle, and scissors. The sample is shown in Bravo Worsted by Knit Picks Yarn in color Hunter 5 balls. We're going to start at the top of the back shoulders with a row of foundation ovals. You want to tie your yarn to your crochet hook. And that setup row of foundation ovals is chain 3. And double crochet in the 3rd chain from your hook. Double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. 1 foundation oval is made. Let's do that again. Chain 3, double crochet in the 3rd chain from your hook, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. You want to do a total of 15 foundation ovals. I'm doing a reduced size sample, but you'll find all the full size numbers at the link in the video description where the pattern is. Row 1 begins with a chain 1 and single crochet inside the first foundation oval, 5 double crochets in the next foundation oval, single crochet in the next foundation oval. Our repeat across is 5 double crochets in the next foundation oval and single crochet in the next foundation oval. You want to repeat that all the way across.
And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 1.
Row 2 begins with a chain 5, which counts as a double crochet chain 2. The first 3 chains count as the double crochet, the next 2 are the chain 2. Turn your work. Skip the first 2 double crochets and single crochet in the next double crochet. Chain 2, skip 2 double crochets and double crochet in the next single crochet. Our repeat for this row is chain 2, skip 2 double crochets, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets and double crochet in the next single crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 2. Row 3 begins with a chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first double crochet, then 5 double crochets in the next single crochet. Single crochet in the next double crochet, and our repeat for this row is 5 double crochets in the next single crochet and single crochet in the next double crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across. When it comes to the last single crochet, you want to work it into the double crochet portion of that chain 5 that counted as a double crochet chain 2 at the beginning of the previous row. So if you count up 3 chains from the bottom, that's the top of the double crochet portion. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 3. When you're working even in pattern, it's rows 2 and 3 that we're going to be repeating throughout the pattern. The only difference is that when it comes time to doing the increases on the back, you'll notice in the pattern and on the schematic that the back is shaped. It starts narrow at the shoulders and it gets wider towards the bottom. So now let me show you how to do one of those increase rows. You'll want to refer to the pattern to see how many times you work even in pattern before doing each set of increase rows, but let me show you how to do that increase row now. So it's a chain 5, which counts as a double crochet chain 2, and then we'll work double crochet chain 2 2 times in that first single crochet. So that we have the equivalent of 3 double crochets worked into that first stitch. Then it's skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next, skip chain 2, skip 2 stitches, double crochet in the next, and you want to repeat chain 2 single, chain 2 double all the way across to the end, and then I'll show you how to do the reciprocal increase on the opposite side. Okay, we've come to our last single crochet now, so we're going to work double crochet, chain 2 times 2, and double crochet. And so we have, instead of 1 double crochet in the last stitch on each side, we have 3 separated by chain 2 spaces. And now we're actually set up to do the row 3 exactly as normal. What you're going to do is chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first, double crochet, 5 double crochets in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and our repeat for this row is 5 double crochets in the next stitch and single crochet in the next stitch, and you want to repeat that all the way across. And just like in the last repeat of row 3, to work the last single crochet, you want to find that third from the bottom chain in the chain 5 to count as the double crochet portion. And that's what your work should look like at the end of a repeat of row 3 after an increase row. And just when you want to refer back to the pattern, you work even with rows 2 and 3 for several rows, and then you do an increase row so that you get that nice shaped back panel. Next, I'll show you how we begin our fronts from the shoulder seam of the back. Because I'm doing a reduced size sample, we're only going to have space to work either one or the other of the right or left fronts from the back. But the good news is they're both worked exactly the same, so that won't be a problem. You're just going to repeat what you do for one of the fronts for the other front. So what we're going to do is find the 5th foundation oval from the side, and you'll do that on each side of the vest. I'll show you on the full size vest. So like this front begins in the 5th foundation oval from the edge, and then here's the whole top, center, back, and then this one begins at the 5th foundation oval from the edge. So they're both done exactly the same, and we'll do one of them here. And so we'll start from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, join with a slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet in the same oval, 5 double crochets in the next oval, single in the next oval, and repeat 5 doubles in the next oval, single in the next oval, all the way across. Okay, and so this should be the edge of your back. Let's look at the full size one again real quick. We're doing this side right now, assuming that this section here would continue on across here and have room to do the other shoulder. And then you want to repeat rows 2 and 3 of the back. Row 2 begins with a chain 5 that counts as a double crochet chain 2. Turn your work, skip 2 doubles, single crochet in the next double, chain 2, double in the next single. And our repeat for this row is chain 2, skip 2 double crochets, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets, and double crochet in the next single. And then row 3 is a chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the double, 5 double crochets in the next single, single crochet in the next double, and repeat all the way across. Row 4 is our increase row for the fronts, and it's only going to increase on the inside towards the center of the wrap, not on the edge of the wrap. Let me show you on the full size one. So what's going to happen here is, remember I showed you the shoulder here. Here's the back. Here's the back. Here's the shoulder. Oh, let's do the shoulder we're working on. So here's the shoulder here. We did rows 1, 2, and 3. Then we did an increase towards the center front, and then that's what we're going to do now. So the increase towards the center front. This is the center front. This is the outside edge. This is your armhole here. We're going to do a double increase on this side only, not on both sides like we did on the back. So row 4 begins with a chain 5, which counts as a double crochet, chain 2. Turn our work, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next single crochet, chain 2, skip 2 doubles, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and now it's time for our increase. So we'll do double crochet, chain 2 times 2 in the last single crochet, and that's what your work should look like at the end of row 4. Again, this is the center front, and this is the outside edge with your armhole opening. Okay, so you want to make sure that increases towards the center front. And as long as you started at the same position that I did, it'll work out that way. Row 5 is a chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first double, 5 doubles in the next double, single in the next double, 5 doubles in the next single crochet, single in the next double, 5 doubles in the next single, and single crochet in the third chain of the chain 5 that counts as the double crochet portion. Okay, that's what your work should look like at the end of row 5. Row 6 is actually the last unique row that you're going to learn for this project, and after that everything is worked in our regular repeat rows 2 and 3 established pattern. So let's get started on row 6. We start with a chain 5, which counts as a double crochet chain 2, turn our work, skip 2 doubles, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 doubles, and double crochet in the next single crochet. You want to repeat chain 2 single, chain 2 double all the way across. And now here's where we're going to add our big, beautiful drapey front by adding a bunch of foundation ovals to extend the width of the front. And we're going to do that by doing a chain 3 and double crochet in the third chain from our hook. For the full size pattern, you want to do this a total of 24 times. I'm going to do a reduced size sample. Okay, so here's a reduced size sample of what I'm talking about for row 6. And let me show you on the full size piece again. All right, so where we're at now is this foundation. This is where those foundation ovals began here. Okay, so we started from the shoulder seam, we worked our way up, and now we're at this foundation oval edge here. So now we can, row 7 is going to begin just like we started in the project. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work 1 single crochet in the first foundation oval, 5 double crochets in the next foundation oval, single crochet in the next foundation oval, and repeat that across all the foundation ovals, 5 double crochet, then single crochet, And now we're back to our established row. So it's single crochet in the double and 5 double crochets in the single. And single crochet in the double. You're going to repeat 5 double crochet, single crochet all the way across. Okay, keep in mind, this extended piece is for the center of the front. This is your armhole opening and the side of your vest. So if this were a longer piece, we would have had room to do the second half of it over here. I'll show you on the schematic what I'm talking about. Now we're established in our pattern again, and we're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until our front is the exact same length as the back, and then come back and on the opposite side of the back shoulder. And so here's that back shoulder, the top of the back again. We did our back shoulder on this side. We'll start from the 5th foundation oval from the center, from the edge on the other side, and repeat and do the exact same thing for both fronts. At that point, you'll want to make a chain to corset tie your sides together, and I added a little bit of fringe at the end for a little bohemian flair. That's up to you. The reason why I did the corset ties is so this can be a piece that you can wear throughout the seasons. In the winter, you may have thicker layers on. You can adjust your armhole opening to be a little longer. And in the spring and summer, when you're wearing thinner layers underneath, you can make your armhole opening a little tighter. Or you can make this a custom fit in any way. You can adjust the width of the back to make it wider or narrower by multiples of 2 foundation ovals in the first setup row, and you can adjust the length of the front and back by deciding how many rows you want to make each. Just make sure that however many rows you do for your back, you do the same number for both of your fronts. Follow the link in the video description to get the pattern with lots of detailed charts and schematics. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments.